Hey, so I haven't uploaded in a while other than the video I put up last week saying that things are going to change. And this is where the video where everything gets switched up. I was a gaming channel previously, but I've gotten a new system and I haven't gotten it to work out with YouTube and gaming and streaming like I used to be able to. So I stepped away from gaming and took a very big jump forward with music. You may know I have a TikTok account with 15,000 followers-ish. It's all based around music, my music taste, showing people new stuff because that's what I live for. I love discovering new music everywhere I can and listening to new albums, listening to artists' whole discography. That's my big thing that I've been doing recently. And it's just been so much more fun than playing video games because, of course, I still play video games. I've been playing Pokemon all day. Music has taken a big hold on my life.
Please note that this isn't a bad thing.
And I figured I'd share that with you since I got nothing better to do. And as you might have noticed in the background, I collect records, which is what this video is going to be about. What I got recently. Now recently is kind of a stretch because it's been about 2 weeks since I got them. I just haven't really had the time to make a full video about it. So that's what we're gonna do today. Now before we fully get into this, like I said, I am on TikTok. So I am going to be making a shorter version of this video on TikTok where I don't really go into anything. I just show what I got and move on. If you are interested, I'll link it below and I'll put something there that shows what it looks like. But yeah, it's there if you want it. So before we do that, I'll explain to you where I got these. It was really cool. My uncle is in a metal band called Ready for Death. They are phenomenal. One of my favorite metal albums ever is by them. And there was a little festival they held where it was just a bunch of small metal bands gathered together and they do their concert. Which, by the way, the bands that I saw, I loved them all. I got one of the band's records. There's this station, this whole big tables of stands and of this record store that came to the concert to display the records for sale. And they had a 4 for $10, I think, deal. And I was like, I have to. So I went in, I found 4 records that I liked. There was also CDs. They had the same deal for CDs. I got 4 of those as well. I'm very happy with what I picked. And yeah, I'm getting to it. Alright, so the first record of any Dead Banjo video ever to come of music is a band called Wraith, Undo the Chains. Is the album title, with a pretty cool looking gold pressing. This band was one of the bands that played. I actually never got to see them because we had to leave right before they came on. So I never got to see them, but they sounded awesome. I saw the record over there and I played it on my phone to see what they sound like. And the first song was like, yep, that's the one. I gotta get that one. It is a very big speed thrash metal. Oh my god, it is so fast. It is very, very fast. And it just sounds so good. The instrumentals, the guitar is insane. The drumming is crazy. And this was a very good pickup because I need more metal in my vinyl collection. So, yeah, this is a great one. For the record store that came by, I'm going to start off with the CDs I got because they're a little less interesting, but they're still pretty darn good. So the first one I got is This It by The Strokes. I listened to this for the first time like a month ago, and I was told by many of my friends who love this album to death, I was told to listen to it multiple times. They said that I wouldn't really be fond of it the first listen. You just had to keep keeping up with it. And they were absolutely right. This album was kind of just okay the first time I listened. And then it just gradually grew on me with every listen. And now this is my top 50 favorite albums ever. Maybe less, maybe more. I can't really remember. The chorus on these songs are so catchy. It's like unbelievable. And it's just so unbelievably fun to listen to. It's like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a really fun album. And it holds a lot of meaning too. Like the song Barely Legal, pretty much exactly what it sounds like. The next one I got, still haven't listened to. Never listened to it before. I've seen the cover, I know the band. I've just never listened to this album. And that's exactly why I got it, because I was really interested.
Yeah, I just realized I totally forgot to say the name of this album. It's Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robot by Flaming Lips.
Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me.
Now I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I can't really get my thoughts on this album because, again, I still haven't listened to it. So, wish me luck. For this one, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera. I love Pantera to death. I have a Vulgar Display of Power on vinyl, but Pantera isn't really a band that I've fully checked out yet. And again, still haven't listened to this album. I'm really excited to listen to this one. And then the last CD I got was Era Vulgaris by Queens of the Stone Age. This is a really good album. I listened to Queens of the Stone Age discography recently, and I loved it. Some of the songs hit hard, and then some of them are slow, which those songs are kind of okay, but
Sick.
and Run Pig Run, they just slap you right across the face. Down-toned guitar and bass are just so pleasing to the ear to me. And yeah, this is a really good album. I wouldn't say it's one of Queen of the Stone Age's best. It's still really good. So that's it for the CDs. Now we're going to move on to the records. Really, all of these I haven't listened to prior, and it was fun discovering bands that I've heard of and never really checked out, and they're all totally different genres, which made it really fun to listen to them. So the first record I got was Close to the Edge by Yes.
Close to the edge, right by the corner.
I was familiar with the name, I'm familiar with the cover. I know this album, I've seen it before. I've been meaning to listen to it, but I never did. And when I was going through all the bins, I saw so many Yes albums, and I was looking for this one, and it was right before we were about to leave, and I flipped through the back of it, and there it was. That's the one that I wanted. I listened to it. Amazing album. Really fun, art rock and guitar, and it's just composed so perfectly. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just an amazing album. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend it if you haven't listened to it before. Alright, and for the next album I got was Uncle Charlie and His Dog Teddy, I think. Yeah, Uncle Charlie and His Dog Teddy by Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. This is a country album. I like it a lot. It has one of my favorite instruments. I love the banjo. The banjo is just so well put together. This album makes you feel like you're in Southern America in the 1930s. It's just good classic country that you just feel like you're rocking back and forth in your old rocking chair, just listening to on the radio. It is such a fun, I'm using that word way too much than I should be. It's a really good album, and I like this one a lot. I'm going to do these next two together. So I got Santana's debut, self-titled, and Abraxas, or however you say it, Abraxas. Again, just another artist that I'm familiar with the name but never really listened to. My mom saw him and recommended me. So I got his first two albums. They're amazing. Genuinely, his guitar playing is out of this world. It's so unbelievably groovy. The Spanish themes on these two, just beautiful. What Santana did on this one especially is phenomenal with how he got all these artists together and composed such a wonderfully made album. If you couldn't tell, I like this one more than this one, but this one is still great. Evil Ways on this one, such a perfect song in my opinion, because it like uses its Mexican / Spanish influences to mix them in perfectly with like the rock elements of everything else. Santana's voice is actually really underrated. I actually enjoy it a lot. I'm super glad to have these and to listen to more Santana in the future, because this was phenomenal. Unfortunately though, I didn't get a sleeve in this one. The record was fine, which was kind of surprising to me, but I didn't get a sleeve. I'll take what I can get. They are all used records, by the way, if you couldn't tell by how poorly treated these are. They're all very, very used. Alright, so those are the records that I picked up from... Oh, I forgot to tell you what company they were made by. They're not made by, sorry. I got them from. I kept the bag because it was a pretty cool bag. I don't know why, but Ragged Records, Quad Cities, Illinois / Iowa. Check them out if you're in the area. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. More music content coming soon. I have a couple video ideas in mind that I hopefully plan to post on here. And again, I post a lot more on TikTok than I do here. It's about more widespread varieties of music than just what I already own on vinyl. So yeah, links to everything will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.